Welcome to another Happy Pod, the only podcast in the world, which I'm saying for the first time. My name is Nathan James Thomas Heisebauer, and as always, I'm joined by my best friend and confidant. His name is Lawrence, but no one cares about him, but we will listen to him while he briefly tells us what this show is all about. Over to you.
Nathan, this is the show where we get together, we talk about movies, TV shows, games, all things pop culture, and we like to keep it lighthearted and fun. We avoid the toxic shite that you see from time to time, and we are going to have a good time doing it.
Yeah, I guess. My mind, I don't know where we are. We've done this like 7 times now. What's going on?
I don't know what's going to be made, like what's going to be kept in the edit, but this is like the 3rd time we've done this exact conversation.
In about 2 minutes as well, in the space of 2 minutes.
It's involved my fiance coming home, it's involved me getting a drink, it's involved my dog scratching at the door. Everything has gone wrong in a very short space of time. But you know what hasn't gone wrong, Nathan?
No, but I do know that there has been a murder.
Oh, good.
And I suspect foul play.
It's Benoit Blanc, everyone. He's our guest in the studio today.
That's right. I'm here. I'm joining the boys to discuss.
Are you going to do the whole episode like this?
It's not me, Lawrence. It's our very special guest.
Oh, sorry.
He's here too, okay?
My apologies.
Everyone needs to know that this week we're joined by Benoit Blanc, and he's going to give us his Well, actually, why don't you tell us why you're here, Benoit? Well, thank you. I'm here to give my personal insight into these murders, because I suspect foul play.
So in this scenario, guest Benoit Blanc, this is a question to you. You are here to discuss the movie that you starred in about the real-life events that happened to you that you were unaware were being filmed.
I don't know what a movie is. Okay, these are
what
real.
What are you talking about?
These are real murders, sir. And I suspect foul play.
You don't know, right? I hear you know the one line from the movie Knives Out, where you said that for the first time. What do you mean you don't know what a movie is?
I know what a movie is. I've seen a movie, of course.
You've been playing Among Us. Don't tell me you don't know what a movie is.
I know what a Mogus is. Okay. I've seen a movie. I misspoke. Do forgive me, sir. I'm awfully parched from my long and weary travels.
Oh no, it appears that's time on our guest Benoit Blanc. He's a highly sought after man.
No, it's not. He's here all day.
Good.
We got him for the full hour.
Oh, fantastic.
He'll pop in every now and then.
Good. Oh, good. I'm glad. So he's just going to sit here idly for long sections of the podcast.
As Benoit often does. He likes to sit and observe, and every now and then he'll pop in with his own ideas and theories. Isn't that right, Benoit? Yes.
Good. Right. At the risk of this podcast getting way too far in before the intro is even finished, Nathan, can you play me my theme? Another happy question. It's time for another happy question, as the theme did say.
Fucking hell. Did you figure out that one, Benoit? I did.
Oh, good. Thank you, Benoit. And you feel free to answer this too, Benoit. But you have to wait until the end of the episode, because what we do is I ask Nathan a question. It normally pertains to the thing we're talking about, and we give him about 40 minutes to an hour. And at the end of the episode, he gives us his answer. So, eagle-eyed listeners, no, hawk. What's an animal that can hear really well?
A dog.
Dog-eared listeners, stay tuned for that one. Knives Out and Glass Onion have both had ensemble casts. You are the casting director for Knives Out 3. Who do you want to see? You don't have to give me the full cast, just some select names that you desperately want to see in this kind of type of movie. And Benoit, if you don't know what this movie is, it's what happened to you presumably last week or something. Oh no, in 2020, I apologise.
Oh, he's on his phone, he's not listening.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. He's playing more Amogus.
He is, he's playing more Amogus.
Fantastic.
But he's not good at it, he can't do it. He can't figure it out.
He's very bad at dumb things. That's just something that I know about him.
Oh, now he's getting a bath. Anyway, I don't know why he's here with me, apparently.
Yeah, and why have you got a bath in your recording place?
I don't know. I just do. That's part of the law. Before we get into the many murders, we have some news, Lawrence.
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, I guess I'll say that.
No, I was letting you go with it.
I was.
You were passing it off to me.
I was, but you just did a simple, oh, yes. And then did, I'm not touching that. professional broadcasting etiquette is it's never one to miss you. Anyway, here's the theme tune to our new podcast. What we're doing.
Should we talk over this?
I mean, maybe. I mean, we are now.
It's a long intro, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we are now. So, this is Still Got Legs, a new podcast which will be launching very soon, very shortly, in the next couple of weeks or so. It's a Doctor Who rewatch podcast where we'll be looking at the revival series, so from 2005 onwards. And we'll just be watching and discussing each episode week to week. So please join us if you are so inclined.
If you already follow us on Twitter, we have tweeted it out. You can follow. We have a new Twitter account for the podcast called, I think it's at Still Got Legs. I think we nailed that one down.
Still Got Legs Pod.
We were close. Did someone take it?
Still Got Legs is already taken, yeah.
Fuck. No, we realised that we were just basically making way too many off-the-cuff references to strange 2006 episodes of Doctor Who. So we were like... We always derailed the conversation to a point where we wanted to expand on that. So we were like, why don't we just make a new podcast specifically to do that?
It's something we've wanted to do for literally years.
Yeah.
And so we're finally getting it off the ground and running. So like I said, that's going to be going in the next few weeks. Join us for all kinds of fun. We'll be discussing weirdos of the week. Maybe we'll look back and open some trading cards from back in the day. Who knows?
Who knows? Oh, it's going to be weird putting that one to bed, isn't it, when it finally comes out? I've enjoyed the who knows.
Yeah, that's what we've been teasing for the past, 7 weeks, if you didn't know.
Yeah, if you again, an incredibly niche reference from an episode of the show we won't get around to talking to for a very long time.
At least 2 years, so...
Okay, well, let's hope it's still going in 2 years from now and we finally get to pay that off. Nathan, today we are talking about Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, but in some parts of the world, a Knives Out story. In all parts of the world, a dumb title.
I hate the title.
It sucks so
The
hard.
title fucking sucks. Do you know who else hates the title? One Ryan Johnson. A man who does not miss. A man who lives rent-free in the minds of such characters like Ben Shapiro, who is incapable of understanding how a movie works, apparently. Bit of fun on Twitter this week. It should just be called Glass Onion.
Anyone that is interested in this movie knows it's a sequel to Knives Out. Netflix assume we are way dumber than we are.
It's not just Netflix, because it's studios and anyone who wears a suit, and just they're all like fucking Hunger Games and Game of Thrones and everything. Like Game of Thrones, only the first book is called Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And then it's fucking a storm of fucking songs and fucking a cloak of characters and a fucking dance of all that shit. I don't fucking know. A something of something.
A man who has read the Game of Thrones saga.
And then like fucking the Hunger Games, it's like first one's called Hunger Games, but then it's fucking Mockingjay or whatever, or
Catching Fire. I was about to say Eclipse, but I'm pretty sure that's Twilight.
no, yeah, Twilight's the same though. Only the first one's called Twilight, and then it's New Moon, and it's the same because they need to have the branding. They need to have this is what the franchise is called, and it's stupid. Just call it fucking this movie's title, but you got to have your big universe name or whatever.
It's not even just a regular franchise as well. It's an incredibly niche subgenre of one director's films. There's not many other Ryan Johnson whodunits to confuse it with.
There's not. No, you absolutely do not need to see Knives Out.
No, you don't.
Sure, it's people who have seen Knives Out will see that and go, "Oh, it's the next one. Sure, I'll watch it." So I get it. I get why they do it, but you can watch this first and then watch Knives Out after, and it does not matter at all.
The thing that primarily bothers me about it is Netflix literally have a built-in feature where they can auto-suggest what you should be watching directly as you finish that thing.
Yeah.
So just auto-fucking play the sequel if you're that terrified about it.
It did, actually. I finished this, and it automatically started playing Knives Out for me.
Yeah, the opposite happened with me. That's how I ended up watching it over Christmas with family, and I was like, this is not how I wanted to watch this movie, but it worked out okay. Wow. You famously avoided it at your family's because of the motion smoothing that I'm sure your family have on.
My dad attempted to put it on Christmas Day. Merry Christmas. Hope everyone had a good Christmas, by the way.
Yes.
He tried to put it on, and I was like, stop right there. not I'm not watching this here so you can fall asleep within half an hour and be farting and snoring on the couch whilst I'm trying to watch my man, a beautiful gay man, solve a mystery. All right, it's not how I want to spend my Christmas day. The ultimate viewing experience is me alone in a dark room watching this movie.
Well, let's talk about viewing experience, because this has the weirdest release that I think I've ever seen. Netflix went, we paid Rian Johnson an enormous fee to basically own the the sequel to Knives Out and the second sequel to Knives Out, which would be Glass Onion and whatever the fuck is next. And they went, we're going to put this on Netflix. And then people went, we want to see it in cinemas. And they went, all right, we'll put it in cinemas for a week. It made a sizable chunk of money. And then they went,
How much?
I don't know how much. I know it did well.
Tell me how much.
I'm not a financial Netflix person. How the fuck would I know? I just know it was well received and it did well. And basically what happened was then Netflix went, we're now taking it away and we're putting it on streaming. Fuck knows why. I don't necessarily have a problem with it going on streaming. I just would have preferred to watch this at the cinema, but my hand was kind of forced, because if you weren't available for like 6 days, then they were like, nah, get fucked. And it was also only in like extremely niche locations. Like it was in some big cities and then that was it. What were your feelings on that? You like it when it goes to streaming, don't
I
you?
do, yeah, because it's just much easier for me to watch it. I don't have to bother going to the cinema. I can just sit at home and watch it. It's like I'm trying to watch Matilda at the moment because that's on Netflix US, but not on Netflix UK. But yeah, it's just much easier and more enjoyable for me. I don't like going to the cinema. It's just too annoying. There's always people there, and they're always like being alive and stuff. And
being alive, yeah, they tend to be, yeah, when you encounter people.
Yeah,
that's fair, yeah.
No time for it. If I can watch something at home, then I will every time.
Briefly, where are you at with? I know you like Rian Johnson, but where are you at with Knives Out as a movie?
I love Rian Johnson. Sorry, nerds. Sorry,
Star Wars purists, everyone.
Sorry, fucking Ben Shapiro and your single panel of wood. I very much enjoy Rian Johnson. First movie is so good. Knives Out it's so much fun, and it's just such a great murder. It's like a classic murder mystery. It's like even like in a big country house, all these people, a whole cast of characters, someone's died under mysterious circumstances, but then it's all framed in a different light. Like you think you know what happened, but actually this isn't what happened, and it's great. It's just masterful fucking storytelling.
It puts all its eggs in the basket of this is a whodunit, and then like 40 minutes in, we're like, oh, she did it.
Oh, she did it.
But then she didn't do it. And it's the screenplay is just so fucking tight. It's ridiculous.
It's really, really good. And then you get to the moment, the big reveal where Benoit's doing his big monologue and stuff, and it's gripping. It's just every word that comes out of his mouth, this is incredible. So yeah, I really enjoy it. Which means that this movie had a lot to live up to, really. Being a sequel of sorts.
Knives Out set the bar, and this had to level it, yeah.
Yes, this is the next mystery that Benoit will be solving. So it had a lot to live up to. I think it did suffer slightly. Not in the case of it didn't live up to what we got in Knives Out, but because I struggled with trying to be a clever cunt, basically.
You're trying to outsmart the script.
Yes, my issue, because it's like that thing, when you watch an M. Night Shyamalan movie or when you watch an episode of Black Mirror, you know that there's a twist and that there's...
The computer did it. It was the computer.
Society was a phone or whatever. And you know that like something that's been shown to you is disingenuous. You don't know what it is. You don't know how big it is. It could be all of it. It could be a tiny, significant fraction. You don't know what it is, but you know that something is not quite right. And I think I spent too long of the first half of this movie trying to figure out what it was rather than just enjoying the movie and watching it.
Do you think that was kind of down to the movie in terms of... Because I know Rian Johnson doesn't repeat the same trick twice. Like, he always does...
That was my mistake, because I was like, so this is the Ana de Armas character and who's the Chris Evans and all of this stuff. But, like, he's not going to do the same shit again, though, is he? He's fucking smarter than that. So I was trying to put it in those terms where I should have just sat the fuck back and just watched the movie.
All right, now that you've seen it and now that you know the outcome and you're not trying to guess it, where did it land for you?
It's great. It's great. It's a good heap of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch. I do like how the mystery unfolds, how it's completely different from what you expect initially.
Yeah.
Like the mystery is, it's not this mystery at all. It's actually a completely different mystery. It's.
I heard Ben Shapiro, that was one of his main fucking things, where he was like, "There's a misdirect. The mystery movie told me a lie."
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Hypothetically, the mystery movie.
Let's say, hypothetically, you are watching a movie. And hypothetically, the movie is, fuck off.
The Daily Show, more like The Daily Go. Fuck yourself, Ben Shapiro.
Isn't the Daily Show like Jon Stewart?
Maybe. They all feel like old... Go fuck... All of you go fuck yourselves.
I think Jon Stewart is like a very left-wing liberal guy.
Good guy. Who's it? Right. No. You got it. Right. You got to Google this now. Get on the keys. Tell me who hosts The Daily Show. I need to know.
What am I Googling? The Daily Show's Trevor Noah.
Oh, no.
Trevor Noah's great.
I'm sorry, Trevor.
I think it was Jon Stewart. He's gone to something else. Yeah, no, it's Trevor Noah. But I think Trevor Noah's leaving it now.
What is, at risk of fucking your Google recommended, what does Ben Shapiro host? I'm sure it's the Daily something. They're all Daily somethings.
Daily Wire?
Fuck, it was the Daily Wire.
Is that it? He just hosts the Ben Shapiro Show.
Okay. The Daily Wire? More like the Daily Why Are You Alive, Ben Shapiro.
I don't think he hosts the Daily Wire.
Fuck. The Ben Shapiro Show? More like the Ben Shapiro No. There we go. Nailed it. Let's move on. I suffered in a similar way because I was... Not in that I was trying to outsmart the script, because I was just kind of getting along with it and watching it. But I constantly found myself comparing it to Knives Out, not in the way of like, how's the structure going to work and who's the Chris Evans person, who's the guilty one, whatever. I was just constantly thinking about like the characters and the ensemble cast in this one and the ensemble cast in the previous one. I think I'm going to use this podcast to try and move away from it, because if I'm being completely honest, I found Knives Out, the characters in Knives Out and the ensemble cast, I think were used better. In like, you think of Knives Out and you think of like Chris Evans playing against type was great. Jamie Lee Curtis like is just perfect for rich white middle class or upper class snob. And you think of Michael Shannon, who's fucking just like just fucking hilarious in all of the scenes. And then like the Stranger Kids kid who's like wanking over like fucking Nazi videos and shit. Just like they're all knocking it out the park, even the small parts. But yeah, no, I think Glass Onion is really fun. But I don't know, what do you make of the individual characters, like the Cluedo board of people?
It's weird, because in Knives Out, they're all terrible people.
Yeah.
Like, all of them. They all seem like they're... Well, not all of them, but some of them, like, will present themselves as nice and present themselves as, like, one of the more friendly people. But as soon as, the curtains turn and it turns out they don't get what they want, the facade is lifted and you see how fucking shitty they all are, really.
Yeah.
They're all terrible people. Glass Onion... I think it's kind of the other way around. They're all presented as terrible people at first. And then as the story moves on, you find out more about... Some of them are terrible people. But things change. And maybe they're not all bad. They're all still pretty shitty.
No, but within their own like billionaire status circle, they're trying to do better than what they've been doing or what they've been. Like,
I don't think any of them are billionaires apart from Elon Musk. Sorry, not Elon Musk.
So transparently, I just love the balls on Rian Johnson to make like a Star Wars movie that pissed off apparently the entire fucking world.
Which it didn't.
No, it didn't, but it created an extremely loud minority.
Yeah.
And I just love how he was like, you all like Elon Musk, do you? Well, fuck him. I'm going to make him the dumbest cunt in the world in my new movie.
He's a weird, dumb nerd who does dumb shit.
Edward Norton is perfect for that role as well.
He is very good, because he's also just an insufferable prick. So he is good at playing that role. I liked the cast. I think they're... I don't know how I'd compare them necessarily to Knives Out, because I don't think you should compare them really, because they are they're two different beasts really. Knives Out is sort of more of the classic, Cluedo whodunit style in the stately manner and all that sort of stuff, and this takes a bit of a turn where it's not even really a murder. Well, it's literally a murder mystery at first, but then it's not really. And
you know who it is from the very beginning, like, but you don't know.
Well,
actually,
you do and you don't.
But you don't know. I think you do necessarily. I think you do, but you also kind of don't know what they did, and you, like, it's almost like the crime is revealed in this one as the subversion rather than who did it is the subversion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
It's a very weird movie. Like, Rian
It is
Johnson,
a very weird movie.
He's got big balls to just be like, 3-act structure? Nope.
Daniel Craig is fucking phenomenal. And
Yeah.
you can tell for some reason, he's like, I love this and I just want to do this forever. And I think he should. I absolutely think he should, because he is very good at Benoit. Thank you. Benoit Blanc for some reason.
You're welcome, Benoit.
Yeah. He is very good at that role, and he's having so much fun with it. I love his little outfits. His little his blue striped shorts and his little neckerchief number. Oh, what a beautiful man. What a beautiful man just strut about. I don't know if you know this, but I'm going to Greece.
You are. That's something I do know very well.
So, maybe I've picked up some inspiration for some of my...
You're gonna bust out a 2-piece, are you?
Oh my, that's not the old neckerchief and the 2-piece.
The flared trousers, like the kind of beige flared look with the fancy shirt.
One thing I wasn't expecting, this was all set around COVID, kind of.
Yeah, where are you at with, like, things doing that? Like, 2020 was just rife with sitcoms being like, the pandemic.
I have avoided mostly everything that is, like, set during the pandemic, because I have no interest in dramas or comedies or just anything around the pandemic, because it sucked.
Yeah, it's a bad time for all involved.
And I don't want to be reminded of that. This isn't about the pandemic at all. It's not about... It's more just like a kind of a framing device, but not even really. It's just something that is prevalent, really.
Well, that's my... I'm so... When I saw that everyone was, like, over, like, FaceTime or whatever, and then, like, Daniel Craig was locked in at the beginning, and then they all had masks and stuff, I was genuinely like, please let this not be the thing.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, I've seen all the trailers, none of them are wearing masks, and I was a bit confused. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're right. It was so minor that I just wondered why it was there at all. Like, it kind of is going to date the film, I think.
I guess, but...
I don't know. I feel like with Knives Out as well, like, they're kind of timeless mysteries. Do you know what I mean? Like, this could have happened anywhere at any time. Maybe less so with Glass Onion, because it's more about the, like, tech industry and blah, blah, blah. I feel like dating it to such a specific period of time, when it was such a minor thing, like, it doesn't fucking ruin the experience for me, but it felt like a weird choice to be like, this happened. And I was just like, it could have just been that he was doing a string of, like, shit jobs where he was solving the puzzles in, like, 5 minutes and then being like, I need something to fucking challenge me. Like, because he's obviously just, like, kind of a bit run down with not being able to do anything. That could have been run down with, like, mundane cases that are easy to crack. I don't know. It could have been... I don't want to say, but, like, it could have been this and that would have been better. It just feels like the COVID shoehorn was a bit odd.
I guess, but it also linked into, like, the Elon Musk shit as well and stuff, and the other people and stuff as well, though.
Well, with Ethan Hawke coming in and giving everyone the cure for COVID, and then
no, not even that. Like it like Kate Hudson, like she got like super rich off fucking sweatpants just before lockdown and stuff.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
other stuff like that. So
side point. She is phenomenal in this.
Very funny.
Like, I think probably my favourite character.
I just had a fucking mask as well. It's literally just like fishnet. Like, nothing.
It's an accessory more than an actual.
It's literally just a fucking net over her face. And then even after that, she's at the villa and she's like, oh, good to have my mask off. I can finally breathe. And it's like, you can always breathe, you dumb.
I like. I saw Ryan Johnson did like a breakdown of that scene, and it was really interesting to hear. Like, it is a brilliant scene that sets up all the characters at the beginning, because you've got like Catherine Hahn's character is like wearing it to keep up appearances, but like it's falling all over her face, and she's not moving it. Her nose is out. Benoit Blanc's wearing it. Leslie Odom Jr.'s character, the scientist, is wearing it properly. And yeah, like you say, Kate Hudson's just like it's pointless.
Yeah,
it may as well not be on her face.
It's absolutely nothing. Yeah,
But yeah. No, it's
Dave Bautista just isn't wearing one at all. Same
which
with
is very
his
on
girlfriend.
brand.
And Ethan Hawke doesn't need one because he's got the cure for COVID or whatever. So.
Yeah, that was just such a silly joke, wasn't it? Just such a silly. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. All right, look, like obviously the first one was more about like, I don't know, like the like not new money, but more like the elitist, you know, nepotism and like white liberalism and kind of shit like that. This is obviously more of an attack on, as we already said, and we're not the first ones to point this out by a long shot, the Elon Musk and capitalism and billionaire culture and all of that. What did you like? It even ties into the reveal. What did you make of like that direction to go?
I thought it was great. I really liked how, spoiler alert, the whole when it boils down to it, the whole actual murder mystery element of it, when it's revealed that he did in fact murder fucking thingy, her sister, and he did like steal the fucking company or whatever. When it boils down to it, that doesn't matter because he'll get away with it because he's rich and he's powerful and he can, and like there's nothing anyone can do about that. But what they can do is attack him in another way.
Yeah.
And that stuff I thought was really powerful.
I was on the edge of my seat thinking, oh my god, is this about to be the most anticlimactic letdown? You know, like it's the flip side of like, imagine if Get Out had ended with the cops arresting Chris rather than it being his friend, like from the TSA or something that pulled up. And it was the flip side of like, do you really want to go for that morbid of an ending? No, of course you don't. In this fun murder mystery, you want to see the billionaire eat shit. Like, you just do. I was terrified when like Benoit Blanc was like, there's nothing I can do. That was a really good part, by the way, Benoit. Thanks for, that was a great line delivery from you there.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's left.
Yeah, he's left.
That's funny. I didn't hear him get out of the bar.
It's funny. Someone came up to him with a letter. They were like, "Mr. Blanc, we need you." And he was like, "Oh, I suspect foul play."
Oh, I'm glad he did it.
And then he left.
Catchphrase. I like that. It was very him. He does that sometimes. He often gets out of baths and goes and solves mysteries. No, I was worried about the ending, and then it got me thinking. Then like the Mona Lisa was there, and it kept being there throughout the entire film, and I was like,
yeah. Something's going on.
It's got to be something.
There was literally in this movie there was literally a fucking Chekhov's gun as well. Which was quite fun.
That's the brilliance of Ryan Johnson, though, isn't it? Because like from the get go, like the main thing I love about this, and it's even called out directly. Like I can't remember the exact line, but people's obsession with billionaires and how that much money equates to being genius and intelligent, and it's not the only conceivable way that a billionaire can exist is through exploitation, because it's not, human beings can't naturally earn that amount of money. You can't,
nor should they.
No, you shouldn't, absolutely. And it's the notion that billionaires, they're just on a different level, and we're of course we don't understand because they're on such a higher playing field than we are. Like, of course we wouldn't be able to conceive of that being possible. And it's just like, no, it's just fucking, they're just dumb as rocks. They just steal from people more talented than they are and use their pre-existing exposure to be like, I did this,
and use their wealth to get away with it and hide any fucking evidence of wrongdoing. And the cycle repeats itself, and they get richer and richer and richer. And there's clues of that all throughout the movie. It's like, it's not even really hidden. Just the fact that like he straight up says like, oh, he got someone to like design the boxes, and then he had, you know, like fucking a mystery writer write the mystery that fucking Benoit solved in 5 minutes flat, which was great, by the way. Fucking amazing moment when he just immediately goes, oh, it's Birdie. I like, just on a like, take notes, Chris Nolan, by the way. This is how you wank on a page. Like this is the just taking the entire, not the plot, but like the semblance of a complex that could have been the movie in itself. Yeah, it could have been a script if you fleshed that out for 2 hours. And he did it in like 2 pages of dialogue and went, yeah, we're not doing that again.
But no, just love the concept of like it is like you're saying, it is littered throughout the entire movie that every single idea that he has is just ripped off or stolen from someone else. And I love the idea that as a culture watching that, we're guilty of it, because the third act twist is that we should have noticed all of this was stolen and ripped off, and of course, because that was the clues aren't subtle. Like on a rewatch, I'd imagine this is going to be so much of a shameful experience of like, how did I not get that before? But yeah, I just like that he takes the real world obsession with billionaires and kind of frames it as an audience device, almost like a wake up kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you open your fucking eyes and stop being blind to dumb people getting away with it.
Yeah. It's too woke for me though. I don't like
Yeah, it's way too woke.
Way too woke.
Ben Shapiro's right.
Ben Shapiro is often right. No, he's not. I can't even go through that.
You don't want that on a clean recording.
No, he's wrong and he's an idiot.
Hugh Grant.
Oh yeah, he's Benoit's partner.
Just great.
Very, very fun.
Yeah.
And just a complete shock as well.
Yeah.
Was not expecting it, but
I thought I recognised the voice first time,
yeah, I did too.
but I wasn't certain, and then it just straight up opens a door and it's Hugh Grant, and I was like, very good.
That is good. Yeah.
Where does he live? Could you tell?
No, I thought it was New York, but then I thought it was Paris.
I got London vibes from it.
Yeah, it kind of looks like. I think it's supposed to be New York. I think.
Yeah.
Because in the first one they mentioned the New York Times and shit. They did a profile on him, didn't they?
I wonder where like posh man Hugh Grant. It's right. Firstly, we don't even know if it's actually Hugh Grant.
I think they say he has a name.
Oh, do they? Okay.
I think Benoit calls him a name.
Because he's interacting with like Serena Williams is in this.
That the Serena Williams was very funny.
Yeah, it's just so stupid, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, he's on the fucking Zoom playing Amogus with fucking Steven Sondheim and Natasha Lyons and stuff as well. For some reason.
Just great. I like how Ryan he's got those people in his phone now, and he's just like, you want to come and Steven's probably like, what is Among Us? And he's like, don't worry, just look like you're at home having a good time. Basically.
I am the imposter.
Yeah, very good.
There is an imposter among us.
So obviously, when someone is like cast in one of these now, and I think when the cast of the first one was such a big deal and like a main kind of standout and highlight, when the cast was announced for this one, it's got some quality names in that have been active. Obviously, like Leslie Odom Jr., even though it was like millions of years ago, but he's so popular because of Hamilton.
Yeah.
You got Catherine Hahn, who's just done like fucking WandaVision and presumably many other things, but she's in the public sphere because of that. What did you have any like? I'll say my point, and then maybe you can speak to that because I don't really know what I'm asking you. I kind of felt like I wanted some more from their individual characters. Like as an ensemble, I think they work great, but like Dave Bautista felt very clearly defined.
Yeah,
because he was just some fucking alt-right streaming dickhead that would fucking say anything for a couple of quid.
Yeah.
And just a general moron, basically. But I felt like Leslie Odom Jr.'s character, like, besides being, like, a scientist, like, he's such a fucking talented guy. Like, it's insane how good he is at, like, so many things.
I think what you're getting at is because, and I kind of agree with this, they're not... You've got Leslie Odom Jr., you've got Catherine Hahn. Leslie Odom Jr., such a talented fucking individual. Catherine Hahn, one of the funniest people working, and that they're not being used for what they're usually being used for. They're not being used in that same manner, which I guess can be a little off-putting.
Well, I guess maybe with Catherine Hahn, but Leslie Odom Jr., like, I'm not expecting him to, like, jump on a table and start singing The Room Where It Happens or anything in this. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind it, for sure. I don't know, I just felt like I just wanted a little bit more from his character, from me. And maybe it is just him. I quite liked Catherine Hahn. Catherine Hahn's great at playing, like, the straight woman and finding the comedy in that.
Yeah.
And like, you know, she's like the I'm not going to do wrong fucking politician, but then like when the gloves come off, she's just like fucking telling everyone to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just felt like Leslie Odom Jr.'s character left a little to be desired. And maybe I'll find it on a rewatch, I don't know, but I don't know, I felt like there could have been some more done.
I would probably say the same with Michael Shannon in the first one, though.
Do you think, really?
Yeah, because if you think about what Michael Shannon can do and the fucking lengths that he can go to in heresy and fucking I will find and just
You got some of that though, with like, I won't eat one iota of shit.
you got a tiny fragment of it, but I think for a lot of Knives Out, he's just very we can help you.
I don't know. I think you get a fair amount. Like, you get him, that scene where him and his walking stick and kind of like threaten Marta with like the discovery of her mum.
Yeah, but it's all very subtle, which is good. And it's a good performance, but it's just not what you usually get from a Michael Shannon.
I guess
with
so.
Michael Shannon, he's very much in your face, and he is big and bombastic. And
I'm going to arrest that fish in the shape of water. That's what I'm going to do.
He fucking hates that fish, man.
Yeah.
He does not like the fish.
I'm not
man at
surprised
all.
he keeps flooding bathrooms and having sex with women.
Yeah, well, and maybe he's right. Maybe he's right to not like the fish man. One thing I did enjoy is there's the weird ongoing joke about the guy who's also there, but he's not involved. he's just going through something and he just needs to hang out or whatever.
Just like it just seems like this Big Lebowski kind of fucking like Cheetos eating guy.
I think he's isn't he the cop in Knives Out as well?
I think he might be, yeah.
He's the fucking not the main detective, but the other one.
The one that's like a big fan of Benoit Blanc.
Yeah.
It's such a dumb joke. Like,
I know.
I think that's Ryan Johnson shines in those moments as well. Like, he knows he's brilliant. Like, he knows he's a fantastic writer, and I think like he can do like subversions of expectation. He can do like an amazing grand reveal speech. He can pull off some amazing feats in a script. But some of his best moments are like just little gags like that, or like one of my favorite things in Knives Out is when Fran discovers Harlan's body in like the opening credit. And instead of just like you're expecting the traditional and then cut to the title card, instead she just drops a mug of tea and goes, oh shit. It's just brilliant.
It is very good.
Yeah, just again, we love a film that's like, this is so well fucking directed, and when you pair this level of directing with a script that just slaps on all cylinders, like it's an easy win for Ryan Johnson again.
Who did Joseph Gordon-Levitt play in this? Because he always has a cameo.
Oh, I know.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Who was it?
Do you want to have a guess? I'll give you some clues. He wasn't on the screen.
Was he a voice?
He was a voice. It's a very similar performance to that he gave in Knives Out, where he was the show that Marta's sister was watching. You know, he did the voiceover like, I'm gonna get you, you evil bastard, or whatever.
Oh, right, yeah.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, go on, because I have no idea.
He's Edward Norton's clock that goes bong. So good.
That's so dumb. That is very funny. All in all, a very good movie. Really good cast all around. Great cast of characters. Great twists throughout it and stuff. And yeah. Like I said, Ryan Johnson does not miss. Every time that credit comes up once it's done and it's just written and directed by Ryan Johnson, I'm like, I want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I just want a t-shirt that says written and directed by Ryan Johnson. Just so nerds can cry when they see it.
Or throw eggs at you from a bus or something. I don't know. I don't know what those weird people actually do when they're not just terminally online.
Yeah, they don't go outside. So
I don't know how they interact with any real people. If you are checking in, or if you missed the opening or the intro, what we do is I ask Nathan a question at the start of every episode. Another happy question. We're doing the theme at the end apparently now, and the sound effects have come out. We went a whole episode almost with no sound effects. At the start of every episode, I ask Nathan a question pertaining to whatever we're talking about. I give him 40 minutes to an hour, the time we record for, to let him ponder my question, and then he will give his answer, which he'll do in just one moment. I asked him that he is the casting director of Knives Out 3. I want to see Knives Out 3. I did it myself.
I know. I also did that a moment ago.
You did? Okay. Well, at least we can be honest with each other. I want to know who is going in your third Benoit Blanc whodunit?
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea.
You can take a minute. I'll cut the minute out.
No. Here's what we'll do, just for fun, because I'm just staring at my packs of Doctor Who Battlescene Time cards. So here's what we'll do. We'll have Christopher Eccleston. We'll have David Tennant.
Good.
We'll have Matt Smith. We'll have Peter Capaldi. We'll have Jodie Whittaker. We'll have David Tennant again playing another character. And then we'll have, I don't know, fucking Paul McGann as well. Why not? Sure.
That's on vein with like the same people on Twitter just like demanding a Muppets movie where Benoit Blanc is the only human character in it and he's solving a fucking Kermit murder mystery or some bullshit.
Not gonna lie, I would love to see that.
I think it'd be fun. It would be quite good. I feel like he's like, it takes a special skill to be able to interact with a puppet genuinely as, and I think Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc could easily nail that.
I think he could do it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There's something about Benoit. He's got a magic to him where he seems weird, but he seems capable at the same time. He's like, I feel like he puts on a facade of a bit of a bumbling idiot.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's always in control. He always knows exactly what's going on. But he likes to make himself seem a little bit of a fool at times.
I like that he's not like a henceforth it was this person as they came hence from the thing, like,
and so we come to you, Professor.
Yeah, he's like all of us when we're making a point. He's just fucking rambling until he lands.
Yeah,
and I like that. I think that's us done.
It's me having a yawn.
And without a moment to spare, as Nathan is clearly wanting to hit the hay.
Absolutely not. Because, Lawrence...
Oh, shit.
There has been a murder.
Oh, he's back.
And I suspect foul play.
Did you solve your murder and come back, Benoit?
I did. It was you.
It was me? Oh, no.
Yeah. You are under arrest.
You can't do that. You're just the fucking private eye. Something.
No, I have contacted the authorities, good sir.
Oh no. Well, thanks for telling me so I can now leave.
They are on their way to you now.
Oh. Very good. It was going to get some play eventually, wasn't it? You happy that that's how it came out?
Yeah, that wasn't what I was going for at first, but then it just hit me like, oh, I can do this now.
I've got my buttons.
I've got my buttons. My silly little buttons.
Yeah. If you've enjoyed this, you can check out new episodes. They go live Friday at 10 a.m. We have over 100 of these bad boys now. And
we do?
We do. 2 of them involve Ben from Canada. 1 involve Mr. Sunday Movies. I'm just going to keep plugging that.
Our 200th episode, we're going to go for the biggest guest possible. Bigger than Mr. Sunday Movies, Claire Tonti.
Actually said, but I don't know if this made it in, but apparently in Australia, a bigger name, a bigger celebrity than James himself.
She's doing a sing-along.
She is doing a... Have you listened to her song?
I have listened to it. It's quite good.
Good little tune. I like it.
Yeah, good little day.
Yeah. What a wholesome plug from Claire, who most certainly doesn't need our help.
No.
You can give us a little follow. We're on social media at Another Happy Pod. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. We are on Hive. We're still not on Hive, and no one is either on Hive anymore.
No.
We're somewhere else. We're on YouTube as well.
TikTok,
YouTube,
and at Still Got Legs Pod on Twitter as well. We are aiming for January the 9th. The first 3 episodes will be released. That is Rose. That is the end of the world. That is the Unquite Dead, I believe.
Is that the first 3? Yeah, it probably is.
I think so, yeah. We should probably record those pretty soon.
Yeah, probably should actually. Yeah, I should watch those and then also do that.
Yeah. So there we go. The first 3 will be coming out that week together, and then we'll be just a regular weekly episodes. They'll come out Mondays at 10 a.m. But again, we'll tell you closer to the time.
We're aiming to have a very good time. It is something we've wanted to do for a long time, so we hope you enjoy it as much as we will inevitably enjoy losing our minds over dumb things. Next week, we're going to be doing this.
So what does her heartbeat sound like?
Mighty.
Wowee. Whales in the sea, in the sky.
I haven't seen it.
Well, there's a whale in the trailer. Oh, you don't watch trailers much, do
I don't
you?
watch trailers.
All right, well, it's in the water. You can imagine there'll be a big whale at some point.
It's also on an alien planet. I don't even know if they have whales.
Well, they're not technically whales. They're more like Pandora version of whales. Good whales, though. They're very fun. Yeah, catch that. We will see you next Friday at 10 a.m. Stay safe, stay bussin', keep it real.
I suspect foul play.